Hello everybody, Steve Scraps here, welcome to another Minecraft Bedrock Edition video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this build and that build over there, but more importantly this build at the moment, because this is a Bedrock Edition 2x2 glass door, 2x2 seamless glass door with the Java Edition layout. This didn't actually take that long to wire, but doing it the other way around took way longer than necessary. Doing Bedrock layout on Java was just so weird. Like, I don't mean like fastest 2x2 layout, I mean like just that layout. But right now I'm going to show you how to make this one. So what you're going to need is, for the layout, you're going to need what's in my hotbar at the moment. The cyan blocks are wiring blocks, these concrete blocks are slider blocks, and these blocks are static blocks, meaning they don't move. So, get your door frame set up like this with concrete as the walls and quartz as the ceiling. However, those can just be normal blocks. If you are building this for, say, your base, they can just be whatever. I'm just using them as a demonstration. And put in your glass above the wall blocks like that. And then go 2 blocks up and put 2 downward facing normal pistons. And then the same on the other side. It should look like that. And then at the side, you're going to go out 2 and put 2 double piston extenders looking like that. Using sticky pistons, as you can tell by the pack I'm using. Also, please don't question the shading of the pistons. I'm pretty sure it's just a Linux build thing. Like, that makes them just look really broken. But, you know, it's Linux. It's weird. There isn't even an official Linux build of Bedrock, so I have to use this, like, unofficial launcher. Also, that's gonna annoy me. That's one thing Bedrock has Java doesn't, is instant replace. Doesn't break the thing on top of it. Anyways, come down here, put about like 4 temporary blocks, break most of them, put another temporary, and then put 2 pistons facing up, and do the same thing on the other side. So this is your entire layout, and it operates by these extenders pushing down, like that. Then these back pistons extend, pushing these pistons into the way, so that this slider down here can push them back up, concealing the pistons. And then for the opening, it's a very similar process. It's just these pulsing, and then these retract, and these pulse, and then this pulses again. And that's the entire operation. Now I'm going to get rid of those display levers, and we're going to put in the actual wiring. So for the most part, you're not going to need the decoration blocks again unless you accidentally break them, so go ahead and get them out of your hotbar. But you are going to need 2 more sticky pistons for the actual wiring, so keep those out until I say to put them away. You're going to grab out a redstone block, dust. You're actually going to grab your lever just for now. I'm going to put it in the far right slot. Grab repeaters and observers. And a couple... You're going to want to put shovels or just like any item in the droppers so they don't make any noise. But anyways, put 2 blocks here. Put 2 observers like that. Then put 2 droppers facing each other and put a shovel in both of them. Then do a similar thing and put 2 observers with their backs down toward those. And that should be good for the most part, but temporarily remove those because when you put the dust on these observers, you would pulse your extenders and you don't want them to activate yet. So then you can go ahead and put your droppers back, because that was a mistake I didn't realize. And then put 2 blocks out like this on each side. Put a repeater on 2 ticks, a piece of dust, then a block out, and another one, and a repeater on 4 ticks, and a dust here, and a sticky piston with a redstone block. and then do the same on the other side, of course, because this is a symmetrical build. So, repeater on 2, dust, repeater on 4, dust, and sticky piston with a redstone block. Now, of course, those timings are interchangeable, so that one can be on 4 and that one can be on 2, but I like it this way. Then you're going to put a block here and a dust. And, of course, same on the other side, you know the drill. Block there and dust, and you can go ahead and get that dropper out of your inventory, because you're not going to need it again. But you will need a hopper if you want your build to remain silent. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a hopper here, observer facing downward, temporary block, another observer, remove that block and put a piece of dust. If you're questioning this, it's because when these are properly powered with like repeaters or other observers, it actually adds the tick of delay. So then you're going to put a... Now this can be a dropper, but again, you want the build to remain silent, so put a redstone block. Or redstone lamp, I mean. My bad. It can be a dropper if you don't care about noise, though. Then, you know, observer, redstone lamp, observer, block. And then, for the... You've got basically everything but these two last pistons pulsing. So what you're going to do is you're going to put another observer watching that hopper, and a block behind it, which should be under this sticky piston. And then you're going to put a torch on top of this back sticky piston, a block on top of that torch, a temporary block, a hopper, remove that block, and an observer. I only did that because I like the hopper facing downward. You don't have to have it facing downward, I just like it better when it looks like that. Like you can have it branching off into that block, it really doesn't matter. But now, basically this entire side is done. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the other side and finish that up. You're going to put hopper, observer, temporary block, observer, and replace it with redstone dust, another observer, and a redstone lamp, observer, and a block. And I'm truly sorry if you can't hear the game sounds, that's still something I'm working on. Then you're going to put an observer here, and a block behind it, which should power that sticky piston. Put a torch here, block on it, temporary block, hopper, and replace it with an observer. I said replace it with an observer. There you go. That's pretty much the entire build done. But what we're going to do is put a block here, and a piece of dust, and a lever. I just do that so that it looks slightly more presentable. Pull the lever, and if it does this, and then this when you pull it again, you're good to go. Also, the inner piston texture, that's just a Linux bug. We're working on that. Now, for the other design. This is, well, bedrock small 2x2 glass layout. What you're going to do for the layout is grab your sticky and normal pistons, put these away, just put everything else away, and grab these blocks again. We're going to go over here to make our door frame. Okay, and then piece of concrete, concrete, block like that, block, concrete. This is, again, this is just to represent the slider blocks. These can still be any blocks that are movable, And then blocks like this. Then you're going to put two normal pistons facing this way like that. Then on the other side, two of your door's glass blocks, and two normal pistons facing that way. Then while you're at it, go ahead and put a torch on this back piston, just so that it's easier to build later. And then the actual layout itself is more just that, with those two sticky pistons, but the way I have it built is with other sticky pistons on this side, and observers facing toward the pistons on their faces, just so that it's easier to wire. The Java version doesn't quite look like this. As a matter of fact, in editing, I can just put that right here. So, I'm using this to signify. Now you know what I'm talking about. So, again, dust. Actually, no, pull that out in a minute. Right now, you're going to put 2 pieces of your glass, 2 more blocks, then you put a piston, well, 2 pistons facing upward, then slider block, piston facing up, another slider block, and then put a slider block out 1, and an observer facing the piston with the face of the observer staring at the slider block. Okay, so now this is your layout. And then what you're going to do with that layout is you're going to wire it the way I do. So, you're going to put... my brain cells. Okay, you're going to put a block here with a lever on it. Then you're never going to need that lever again, hopefully. Now you're going to grab out a target block and a trident. This is for in a second. And that second is like right now. You're going to put a block here, torch here, block here, and a piston facing upward, and a target block here, piece of dust on it, repeater, block in front of it, 2 pieces of dust for now, actually 1 more out, and a piece of dust, stare at my own build. Then you're going to try and aim your trident right onto the corner, like that. And if you have an extra lever handy, what you're going to do is you're going to pulse that piston just to get the trident set up. Then you should be good from there and not need your lever or your target block anymore. You're going to put sticky piston with an observer on its face going downward. And what you can put a temporary block here and your piston facing toward the slider and remove that temporary block. Oh my god, it's right there. Get out of here. And then you can put 3 temporary blocks, remove them, put your piston, and remove that one. Then you're going to put observers like that and blocks on them. On Java, I had to make that go 1 up because QC messed up the whole thing. And then you're going to put 2 blocks like this and a repeater here on, I presume 2 ticks should work. But if 2 ticks doesn't work, change it to 3. Okay? So that should be good. And then most of this is wired. So what you're going to want to do after that is down 1 block, put a repeater on 2 ticks, and put a block off the side of it, off the front of it, put a sticky piston, and a redstone block, then a piece of dust, any old transparent block that holds up dust, and, you know, dust, and a block, and some dust. And there you go. That should be all of it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but it's relatively self-fixing. Oh, wait, no, you're not done. You're supposed to put an observer here and a block. My bad. And... well, just... okay. I'm not great at this. I'm not... okay. Close enough. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to show you how to fix that if you accidentally double-click it like I did. Just replace the blocks. And then, when you release it, should be good. That is the entire design, and I will be doing a Java Edition tutorial as soon as I can. I actually might just record it right now. But that should be all. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please do be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoy my content in general, you should leave a like. You should subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on my content in the future. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now. And again, don't question the skin. It's just a Chromebook thing. Bye.